So today we're looking at Matthew chapter 9. We're going to read from verses 35 to 38. And Jesus went throughout all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and proclaiming the gospel of the kingdom and healing every disease and every affliction. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion for them, because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the labourers are few. Therefore, pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out labourers into his harvest." So in this chapter, we see about the compassion of Jesus. He saw crowds of people who were lost and helpless, and he felt compassion for them. You see, Jesus' desire is for all people, in every city and every village, no matter how big or small, in all nations, to follow him, the Good Shepherd. His desire is that none of us should wander alone. And God, he's designed it so that we get to partner with him in this task of sharing the good news about forgiveness and acceptance as sons and daughters with the world. He intends for us to be labourers who go out into the harvest field and point people to Jesus through both our words and also our actions. And there's several important points for us here. Firstly, Jesus commanded the disciples to pray for more workers. And whenever we go and live out our faith in the world, in our families, in our workplaces, then we're being part of the answer to that prayer. Whenever we tell others about the love of God and practically show and demonstrate that love, we're answering a prayer that Jesus asked the disciples to pray. So take encouragement from that. It's a great privilege to be part of the answer to one of Jesus' prayer requests. Also, Jesus reminds us that the harvest is plentiful. I don't know if you're aware of the Joshua Project, but they keep updated statistics on the number of unreached people groups in the world. And their statistics suggest that with the global population being almost 7.6 billion, there's only 1.72 billion people that live in what they deem a significantly reached area. And there's 3.14 billion people that live in areas that are totally unreached with the gospel. That's 3.14 billion people who have absolutely no access to the life-changing, eternity-changing teachings of Jesus at this moment. The harvest is plentiful. There is so much for us to do, which brings us to the application. What can we do in response to this? For some of us, we maybe are called to go into foreign nations, into new cultures, and share the gospel with those people. But probably for most of us, we're going to be called, like the disciples, to stay and pray for those who are sent, to support them, to encourage them, and to help them through our prayerful support. Maybe also we can think of unreached peoples in our community, in our workplace, in our schools, in our street. One of the great things about the world today is that to reach people, we don't have to travel very far, because, current pandemic aside, usually there is a huge migration of people from all different tribes and nations into our country. We don't have to go to reach the peoples, because the peoples are coming to us, which gives us a great opportunity to go out and be a witness without having to travel very far. So take some time today to pray, to ask God what peoples or what individual person he wants you to be having compassion on and lifting up, and seeking out opportunities to show them the love of Jesus.